So, the organism I chose for this project is the hermit crab. The scientific name for the hermit crab is Pagorodea, and the following are pictures and videos I collected in a Galveston gift shop where they were selling the hermit crabs as pets. The hermit crab has 2 pairs of antennae and 5 pairs of legs. Their first pair of legs, they have claws attached to them which they use to eat, shred food, fight, and climb, and then their hind legs are used to move around. They have an antenna which are sensory organs that gather information on their surroundings, and 2 eyes that are attached to eye stalks that have many lenses. Additionally, they also have their shell which they moved in and they basically live in. There are more than 800 species of hermit crabs around the world, and some live in shallow waters, while others are terrestrial and live on land. Hermit crabs are omnivorous scavengers, so they basically eat whatever they can find, such as dead fish, plants, algae, worms, and small mollusks such as clams. They get their food by using their claws to grab onto the food and then break it apart into smaller pieces for easier consumption. Because they are small and also slow, hermit crabs mostly eat non-living or dead things, but some prey they do have are worms and plankton. They do, however, have many predators such as squid, octopus, sea stars, gulls, sharks, and cuttlefish. Some species of fish that also prey on hermit crabs are triggerfish, pricklebacks, clingfish, and snailfish. The most notable evolved trait of hermit crabs is that they carry abandoned mollusk shells on their back and basically live in and move with the shells. They do this because they have a soft abdominal exoskeleton that's susceptible to damage, and so they've adopted to living in shells to protect their abdomen. Another interesting trait of hermit crabs is that they can actually shrink. If a hermit crab grows too big for its shell but can't find a new one, it can actually shrink to keep on fitting. Hermit crabs are arthropods. Specifically, they are anomouran decapods and are part of the superfamily Pagorodea. Despite their name, hermit crabs are actually not hermits and are actually pretty social animals, tending to stick with others of their species in communities of about 100 or more. They are also fierce and have been known to fight other hermit crabs to the death in competition for a shell. They grow through a process known as molting, where they shed their exoskeleton and a new exoskeleton will harden up in about a couple weeks. During this time, they will not move and bury themselves in sand to hide from predators. Hermit crabs are important to the ecosystem because they help decompose organic substances. Basically, they act as recyclers who eat the dead and rotten fish and clean up the ocean. Here are my sources.